Hello everybody, Jack the Snack here, and today welcome back once again to Amnesia, the Dark Descent. So, if I remember correctly, we just saw... what's his face? Shoot, I forget his name now. It's been a little while since I played this, but man, why can't I... Aggripa, yeah, Aggripa, that was his name. So, we just spoke to Aggripa, and I believe he said we need to put back together his orb that is, like, destroyed or something, and then we also need to do something that will free him or something. We need to, like, cut off his head or something. I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, now what did that do? What did that machine do? Because it did something. So we need to find the orb, find the pieces of his orb.
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
What did he do? What did you do? What did you do? You're just like, I'm sorry, I can't let you go any further. But, you know, perhaps I could be persuaded. Oh my god, I remember.
I knew you could read.
Good lordy Lou. What's down here? Ooh, is that the sound of a water monster? Okay. Do I need, like, the jar on it or something? Can I, like, tie the jar to it or something? Oh, okay. Cannot use this item this way. You're a big douche. Okay, so I don't know when this is gonna end, but we gotta be getting to the end here soon because this is starting to get longer than Outlast, I think. I forget how many parts Outlast was, but I'm pretty sure it was 7, and this is part 8, I believe.
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me, Orphan! Kill me!
This one, prepare you.
Dude. Yeah, you know, the more and more you take through the story, the more and more Alexander just doesn't seem like a good guy at all. Oh. That was always the worst way to go in my mind. What is that? Is that a piece of the orb? Yep, it is. The rapist hanged upside down, his tears soiled with blood flooding from his belly. The saw between his legs had lodged itself in the hip and wouldn't move any farther. The men stepped back and waited for the victim to drain. Okay, that has got to be like one of the worst ways you can possibly go. Like, that just being sawed through you, starting with the freaking, like, crotch. That's a tinderbox. The blood cannot be reached. Found a way to lower the vessel to collect the blood. Well, how can I do that? I thought I saw some rope down there, but is that not the correct rope? Do I need to find another rope or something? Okay, let's get out of there, because I don't want to be in there any longer. my head is not doing well because of that. Holy crap. Okay, note to self, torture rooms kill your sanity.
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man. How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man. It was an accident.
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault. Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
There's another piece of the orb.
No, please. Do anything. Whatever you want. Anything. Do anything. I'm innocent.
What even is this supposed to be? Oh, time to find out. The arsonist kept crying as he was slowly lowered on and off the impaler. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the arsonist. He was different from the others. They could make him forget again. Dear Lord, I'm seeing like triple. My eyes just are not partaking in any of this. How is my sanity? As I assumed. As I'm pretty sure anyone would assume at this point. I don't even bother to close the door. Why do I guess I'm just used to closing all doors behind me. It's a big weight. I see a tinderbox down there. Give me a crank. Oh no. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, there's a closet right there too. Hello. There's the orb piece. No. The kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body fell. The suspended woman. Oh, I just thought of that. Oh, so it's like they tied your hands behind the back and then they lifted you up. So they basically twisted your shoulders around 360 degrees. That's pretty much what they did. They took the arms out of your socket and then nah, that's terrible. Ah, stop yelling at me. I know I got 3 pieces of your orb, but I still gotta go up these stairs. Hey dude, what happened to not letting me progress any further? And behind these paintings. I'm sorry, I wouldn't put it past him anymore.
Night, Jack.
Rope. Oh, it's another one of those things. Is that a note? That's a note. Notes on torture. There are a few quick things to be said about torture. I had figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out in fits of violence where their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem, but it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are, therefore, to restrain while the victim is still dazed. Proceed by presenting the form of torture that you are about to apply, and then continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient, as it will trigger itself into a greater fear simply by imaging it. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. Also apply the pain in doses, if possible with breaks, to let the body settle. If you are whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subdue, then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vitae and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim doesn't behave as suspected, it is likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed the amnesia drink and try again later. Ah, the amnesia drink. So is that what I drink? Is that how I forgot everything? Is that like I almost forgot who I was and such? Did I get into some amnesia potion? Anyways, time to go see what my mind has to say about this. It is you, my love, I miss the most, or perhaps hold on, back up, rewind. It is you, my love, I miss the most, or is it perhaps myself? I know what I have become. I am not blind, I am a monster to them, a demonic sultan perched on a dark mountain top. There is little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they would demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. I can't return. Now I shall perish. Okay, so something weird happened there. Also, holy crap, it was using oil during all of that. Okay, so now I need to go back into the blood room. After I figure out... I believe it was this way. After I figure out which way it was. So, what are these pipes for? Like, because I'm assuming they weren't worrying about water too much getting into, like, this room or something. Like, I mean, it doesn't look like they need that much water. Also, why could I not have used, like, the string or this giant rope that is lying on the ground? Like, was it really that, like, impossible? Glass jar of blood. Good to know. How is my sanity doing well after that? Oh yeah, because I just like finished a puzzle or something like that. I forgot that did that, honestly. So close the door on that. Don't know who that kid is, but yeah, I just got an invitation for him. Okay, time to go back to the future. Dun 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 dun. Okay, I'm done now. Yeah, not good to see. Nope, I'm good. What would I have to say? There are many one pieces to found to acquire. Okay, so the choir isn't like the singing choir, like I'm gonna get in there and people are gonna be singing at me, or like the choir that like I don't know. Are there any other types of choirs really? All I really care about is getting 100 tinder boxes by the end of this, and I'm on my way, man. I'm also picking up a lot down at domes. Okay. And oh my god, another one of those things. I don't even know who's speaking as a girl, as a guy. I honestly don't know. I don't care. Once again, all I care about is tinder boxes, but hold on. Wire taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and still he insists on me releasing Aggripa. Aggripa! Aggripa! How an enlightened man can show such a lack of compassion in the seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Aggripa, and this person just can't just stop sending me invitations to Fortnite while I'm recording a video. As he is and has been for centuries my only link to the worlds beyond. Wire claims he tries his best to release me from my base banishment, but that he needs me to give him Aggripa first, so he too can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but how I am part of him if he return might be denied. If my return might be denied, I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is a most hopeless feeling, but I must still retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Aggripa, without killing him, of course. Wire told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and temperature. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer. If I can find the internal gland from a large specimen, the choir seems to be a fertile grounds for this sort. I should then be able to extract its content with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. I think I had that. I think that's what I got from that sewer drain, but I could be wrong. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Yes, that means I probably have this. Temperature, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the world with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling I will have to address Wire with this, as he will have to supply me with a host, as a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. Oh my god, my voice after that. Oh, no, don't you close on me. Okay. In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spew their politics at each other while I sit quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am the one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged but not by time, but by anguish. Oh dear lord, my voice is gonna be shattered by this. I think I've read more of this episode than I ever have between all of the Outlast videos, all of the Amnesia videos leading up to this one, and pretty much every single video. Like, sometimes it's not me talking. I enjoy talking. Talking is like my favorite thing. But then when it comes to like, the idea of what was I gonna say before those words came up? Well, I don't know. Oh yeah. So like, I don't mind speaking. It's voices that kill my voice. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow when I wake up in the morning, my voice will just be gone, because like, you know, acting out different voices, it's really hard, especially when you're doing like really low voices and really high voices. Okay, after the men had secured the prisoner, the ritual began. Okay, whatever, don't care. Okay, well that's no. Anything else? Don't look like crap. Whoa.
15th of August, 1839. The blood wards are failing.
Well, at least Daniel gets to talk for once. I don't have to talk.
Disarms my actions. Hurry. No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry.
That doesn't mean I want to kill him. No, I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse.
Alexander,
Fine.
you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Paint the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill.
Let me out, I don't want to do this. Oh, I didn't realize I already did that.
Please, I didn't do anything. Paint the man, cut the lines, paint the man, cut the lines. Leave the man cries.
I didn't want to kill him.
I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
I don't think it worked. Oh, am I just that messed up after that? Oh, no, haven't gone back to reality yet.
There isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
More rose petals. Well, okay then. You do you a what? These were not hanging here before. That guy was not hanging here before. I like how they moved though. Hey, remember that game like you played in elementary school where you had to wrap the ball around the pole? This is the same thing, same concept, but you know, you do it with an actual human now. See? Look at this. It's fun. It's like swinging upside down. Okay, let's see. I don't know. I gotta check the time here. I don't know. I don't know how long this is gonna take. I don't know. Okay, you know, I'm gonna end this episode here, guys. So next episode, we're gonna go into the choir finally. I think we're finally rounding this out here. We're finally getting to the end. We're plowing our way in. We have 3 pieces of ore, a glass jar of blood, which I'm guessing we gotta use on our good friend Aggripa back there. Still have a hammer and chipper for some reason. And I got plenty of laudanum and oil, so I think I'm good. So anyways, thank you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.